My loves, welcome back to the Stars Cartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is that's not your right this time. Ooh, my hair. Y'all see, I got this little light. I'm so hyped. I love it. I love it so much. And I got a little microphone. You know what I'm saying? But I got this because when we do, you know what I'm saying, rotate to the greenhouse, I want to make sure y'all can hear me, even if, you know what I'm saying, the wind is blowing, a puppy is barking, somebody is yelling, whatever it is they got going on, or whatever is going on in the background. I want y'all to be able to hear me. So, you know what I'm saying? That was important to me, and the light, because even though it's literally a greenhouse and the sun is going to be there, but sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it's dark, and I do want to have a light just in case we're doing a video outside. But simultaneously, you know what I'm saying, I can't stunt y'all. The only reason I haven't really been recording out there is because I just feel so nervous. Like, I feel so uncomfortable, bro. I can't, even though I know I should. And it's about where I should be able to just, you know what I'm saying? I should be able to go and, be in my garden when I want to, but at the same time, I just feel so like words cannot explain how uncomfortable I feel. And like I said, I'm shy. I don't like people staring at me. I don't like people looking at me, and the fact that it is somebody I don't even know who it is. And that's another thing that's irritating me is somebody every time I go in the backyard, they go in the backyard. I don't know who this is that is stalking our house like that. It's so weird. It just makes me very uncomfortable. And it makes me feel like I was not tripping, bro. And I just remember all the times, like in the past, when I would be like, yo, feeling uneasy about my mom having that back window open. And she would be like, you don't know what you thought you da 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 da. Baby, but this right here, this experience I've had so far, it make me feel like, dang, what's going on? Anyways, let me get a scripture. The scripture comes from Tobit 2:5. No, 2:8. My neighbors mocked me and said, he is no longer afraid to be put to death for this matter, and yet he fled away. Behold, he buries the dead again. The same night I returned from burying him and slept by the wall of my courtyard, being polluted, and my face was uncovered. So here's the message. God said eventually you're gonna overcome your fears. I know that's kind of for me, but that's probably for somebody else too. I know it's other people that have, you have whatever you have going on. And it's wild because it's like, I'm not scared that somebody's going to hurt me because I feel like I know I can defend myself. But it just make me feel uncomfortable, bro. I am shy as is. I already don't want to be looked at as is. And the fact that somebody is being dry, being mean to me, like, I finally came out of my little shell. And a big bear. Boy, baby. It's just like what happened at the club. I finally done came out my shell, been in the house for a few months. Big bear. I'm going back in. Baby, it is, which is the little buddy drop me. You know what I'm saying? Up a while sometimes, bro. What I say, that is reminiscent of it, bro. I feel like pray. No peace nowhere. Can't even go to the grocery store with peace. Can't even go to the grocery. Well, you can't even go to the grocery store. It's just it is frustrating because when I am, it's like it doesn't matter what I got going on. It don't matter if I'm dressed to the T and I got my lashes and my hair and I'm all the way done up. Then I'm not getting peace from people dry being mean to me because how dare she get all dressed up today and men dry being mean to me because how dare she not accept the fact that I'm trying to holler at her. Then if I decide that I'm not gonna get dressed up, I'm not gonna worry about my hair, I'm not gonna worry about my nails, I'm not gonna worry about this, that, and the third. I'm just gonna go out. People assume, oh, she look like I'm gonna try to fit her up. She look like she don't have no friends, no family, no this, no that, the third. Just assume the worst, bro, and talk down on you, bro. They didn't fell off. They ain't got this, they ain't got that. This didn't happen, that didn't happen. They done got all these things. Baby, it's like, dang, which one is it? You know what I'm saying? It can't be a situation where you calling me bougie and stuck up when I get dressed and I look cute, but then when I don't care, all of a sudden I'm a bomb, bro. Which one is it? You gonna have to pick a straw. Anyways, that's the message, y'all. I don't even know how I got all the way into that. But anyways, that's the message. God says somebody eventually gonna overcome your fears. And that's a fear of mine too, bro. It's like I legit, I just feel like after that experience at the club, it just really made me completely like, oh my God, and baby, not even want to get dressed anymore. Because this is what happens when I get cute. This is what happens when I put lashes on. This is what happens when I put makeup on. This is what happens when I do my eyeshadow. This is what happens when I take out the time, effort, and energy to try to look, smell, and present myself in a way where my friends will be welcoming to me. Instead, they decide that they hate me and jump me, bro. Baby, all the way back in my shell and shut it tight, bro. Then sealed it with some glue. I can't get out and you can't get in. Cause it looked like baby, it's making me nervous, bro. It's making me, it's looking a little, but this is looking a little too close, like hell, bro. I really, and it's making me get to a point to where I'm just like, I don't like it, I don't like it, and I don't like it some more. And I know we're not in hell. I understand that, and I understand that it's just my perspective because of the way things are happening, and it's tough, I can't say. And it's a situation where I understand where some people are coming from, where they feel like, man, Star, you got a trip in. I wish you would stop talking about it. And this is something very traumatizing. I have never experienced anything like this. I have never experienced, and it's not to say I never experienced abuse in a relationship, but not to this extent. I have experienced men like stalking me, literally. I have experienced being kidnapped and all kind of crazy things. But baby, this right here just takes the cake. It do. It takes the cake. It takes the cake. It takes the cake. It takes the cake. And you know what I'm saying? I had all kinds of, what I'm saying, little bells and whistles on my little street cred card before this, but baby, let me tell you my life and how this is just too much for me. I don't want to deal with it no more, and I don't want to deal with it no more. I don't want to deal with it. I don't. And I know y'all probably like, Star, how does this count? Because this is crazy, bro. It is like utter. I am still in shock and apartment that I have went through all this. That I have went through what all this, like the planning and the plotting and the malicious acts, and it's just insanity. And like I said, it makes me feel like it's like it gotta be hell, bro. I refuse to believe that it's a situation where that many people really sat there and like took out the time, effort, and energy to go against me like that. People that I ain't did no harm to. People that should have known good and well I wasn't talking about them, because how is it possible that I'm talking about you and I don't even know you like that? How? How? Make it make sense. How is it a situation where you feeling some kind of way about me requesting that, what I'm saying? If anybody want to help with the church's bills, it's X, Y, and Z amount of dollars. And if you can, wonderful. If you can't, I understand. And then taking my paycheck and going out, a problem, bruh. That is not out of the ordinary. That is like I get the going out part maybe. But at the same time, that ain't even out because I've done this doc, baby. Let me tell you about life and how I have ran into other pastors out. I have, I have, I have. And while I'm not saying that it's the smartest thing and that I'm proud that I was in, it's not a situation where I was out at some, you know what I'm saying? I'm out at a kickback, laid back spot watching the game and playing pool, hitting happy hour and going home. And I'll just be honest. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person that is a pastor or is a influencer, a Christian influencer, or what have you that goes out. And you know what I'm saying? I may very well be the first to admit it, but I doubt that because I'm pretty sure it's other people that you know what I'm saying. And, like, come on now. It's life. I'm a person. I'm a human. I'm a people. Yes. I want a life too. I do. I want friends. I want to go places and I want to do things. But anyways, like that doesn't warrant them to act as if I don't have the right to spend my paycheck. And you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't even be a situation where I have to explain that I make money, bruh. Like, why do I have to explain that to you? It should be obvious that I have like you go on my website, you will see the like my products, you see the things that I sell, you see like you see that you can contact me for prayer, you can contact me if you want to request I don't want to say life coaching and I don't want to say counseling per se because it's not exactly counseling, but like if you want to talk about whatever it is that you're going through, if you want to and like have an actual personal conversation, it, my books, my blogs, my merchandise, um, under my actual vlogs, not with a V, okay? Under those, you can, if you would like to support me by clicking those links and purchasing those items, I get a very small percentage. Obviously, I don't get everything because I am not the seller. That is someone else that is selling that item. However, I get a small percentage of the sale if you buy it. So I would appreciate it. Um, and that's just like, you know what I'm saying? That's just the tip of the iceberg. It's not even just, I like, I have a job. I have a job. And when it comes down to it, I shouldn't even have to explain it because that ain't nobody business. And one thing that I have realized every time somebody has came to me asking me how I earn money, how I make this, how do I do that, how does this happen, they all of a sudden when I answer it, they do something. I don't know who is blackmailing me, insistent to try to interrupt it and cause problems. And I have said so many times, I feel like I have been talking about this for years, bruh. It is never going to be a situation where I'm going to be like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and become a thought, bro, for a living. That is never going to come out of my mouth. It is a waste of effort, time, and energy trying to do that. And you will speak like you. I'm just letting you thinking this about somebody that literally drove to the middle of nowhere, got married, had a house, had a job, all that out of nowhere. I'm not gonna ever do that. That's never gonna be an option, bro. It will never be an option. I will never, ever, ever, ever. It will never come out of my mouth that I'm gonna go ahead and agree to that mess. I will be a janitor first. I will clean nasty toilets before I do that. And that will be one of the last jobs on my list, but I ain't lying. I'm serious. I'm not doing that. And I don't know why people like think that that's a bright idea. No, boo. Okay, it is wild to me because it just feel like it would be the same people that had a problem with me modeling, bro. I don't like it. I feel like I don't like it. I want you to show you you shouldn't be you can't oh no you can't sell the bathing suits because you can't and you can't do and no oh no we ain't gonna be able to do this baby But you think I should hang up being a pastor to go stand on the corner? Stop playing with me, bro. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe.